people thought you guys were headed to overtime. Were you one of them?
Yeah, I mean, I got a good look at that shot. Missed it. Can't ask for a better look than that.
I saw you kind of wipe your hand away as you were walking off the court, looking back at the ball. Was this just one of those nights where?
Yeah, I mean, I had two previous, to that shot. Two open looks. Shots that I would take at any moment, in any night, to get those 3 looks that I got, 2 back-to-back and then one, to send the game to overtime. You can't ask for any better looks than that.
Is it a frustrating week for you? Like you expect to make free throws, you expect to make open jumpers. Is it frustrating to have a week where those kind of things desert you a little bit? I
think, yeah, when you look back at it, I think when you look at it as a whole, you see that, the Boston game, but then tonight you missed 3 threes down the stretch. And, as an individual who made those shots before, it's tough to look at, and you always question yourself for what happened and what didn't happen, but you can't beat yourself up about it.
That turnover with 7 or 8 seconds left or so, when they came at you with the double team in the corner, what's your thought process there?
Just to get out of it. I got a glimpse at the rest of the court and seeing where everybody else was at. It seemed like everybody was on the other side of the court. So just to kind of get out of it, split it. I didn't want to just throw a pass out of it. Once I got out, I saw Brewer kind of right in front of me, trying to make that pass, but I think Nurkic or somebody got their hands on it. So I guess one of those moments.
Miller, Paul talked about the bad bounces, the long rebounds. There's a lot more things that happened that kind of added up to the loss than just you missing shots. But do you still sit back and kind of kick yourself over those, or do you kind of just let the missed shots go and think about?
Well, I think now you kind of reflect back on kind of just what you did and what you didn't do, and the shots that you was able to control. And once I go back home and look at the game tonight, I'm pretty sure that there'll be some other things that we didn't do as a team that led to us losing this game.
Well, were you confused at some point on defense? It seemed like you and Griff or you and Billy were kind of signals crossed. You asked them kind of what they wanted you to do. Did you have some mix-ups there?
I think it was just some miscommunication out there, just trying to clean it up, trying to figure out what we wanted to do. That's it, nothing more.
After the Boston game, you kind of said you think about it tonight and then you move on for the next day. Is this just kind of one of those situations?
Yeah, yeah, of course. I'm not going to let this linger. I get those looks, that I was able to get. I won't beat myself up about that. I won't do that.
You guys got hurt on the boards. Portland, a lot of offensive rebounds. Are they hard to rebound against because they take so many deep balls?
They keep you moving, and then they shoot a bunch of threes, and a lot of times their threes turn into long rebounds. Sometimes we're out of position, being engaged with our man, running around, and then they attack the glass. They're a great team at attacking the offensive glass, and it happens like that.
What do you think of the conflict in the third quarter between Terrence Ferguson and E.D. Davis?
It happens. A little chippiness. I thought Evans' push was a little bit too much. Other than that, teams are gearing up for the playoffs, and we wanted to win, they wanted to win, but it happens. But for the most part, out of all of that, I thought Evans' push was a little bit too much. But nothing serious, nothing else was going to escalate from that.
Is there any part of you that kind of likes, you got a teenager out there and he jumps up and kind of throws himself into it? Do you kind of like his reaction to that?
Yeah, it's a human being, regardless if you're a basketball player. Now, if somebody push you like that from the blind side, you're going to react in that way. I'll teach my son that at 11 years old, so it don't matter how old you are, you're going to react to something like that.
Anybody else? Thanks, Melo.